The one to watch. This is 16 WAPT News at 6.
JSU cleans house. The school fired its football coaching staff. Team coverage ahead. Plus, a woman accused of murder after police found her baby's burned body. And a former Jackson police officer changes his plea in a bribery case.
Oh, what a great night to skate at Christmas on Ice in Madison. It is 16 WAPT night at the rink. We will have a live report coming up in just a bit, but first, here's David with weather first. It's a surprising move at JSU tonight. After 8 seasons, the school fired head football coach Rick Comegee along with 8 assistants. We have team coverage tonight from how it all played out to reaction from Jackson State fans. But we begin with 16 WAPT's Tammy Eswick live in our newsroom. Tammy. All right, Tammy Eswick, thank you. Well, we do have fan reaction tonight about the sudden firings at Jackson State. 16 WAPT's Mike Perchik continues our team coverage live on campus. Mike, after 8 seasons, Jackson State has decided to cut ties with Rick Comegee. Our sports anchor, Ray Coleman, joins us now with a timeline of the coach's tenure, Ray.
Yes, Stephanie, it's been a journey of highs and lows.
Okay, all right, Ray, thank you so much. All right, so this brings us to our web poll. Do you think Rick Comegee should have been fired as JSU's football coach? More than 500 people have voted. 67% say no. Let us know what you think tonight. You can vote on WAPT.com or leave a comment on our Facebook page. This is new at 6. An Ole Miss grad student is dead tonight. Deputies say they found the body of 25-year-old Zacharias McClendon of Gulfport at around 3 o'clock this morning in Lafayette County. They say it appears to be foul play. A 26-year-old Marion County woman is accused of murder after deputies found her baby's burned body in a metal drum. Sasha Stokes is in jail tonight. They found her child's body right off Highway 13 South on Monday. Deputies are waiting for investigators from the State Crime Lab to give out more details. The father accused of shaking his infant son to death is speaking for the first time since his arrest. 16 WAPT's Tiffany Bradley talked to him right before his court appearance this morning. New at 6, Vicksburg police have arrested who they say is accountable for a drive-by shooting last week. Police tell us 28-year-old Tryon Williams, the driver of the car, started firing a gun at a house on Ethel Street. No one was injured in that shooting. 2 teens are also facing charges as adults. A former Jackson police officer pleaded guilty to bribery charges today. Tony Davis had a change of plea hearing in federal court. Davis was charged in October with trying to bribe another officer related to city transactions. It is 16 WAPT night at Christmas on Ice in Madison. We want to give you a live look from our Christmas on Ice cam high above that rink. 16 WAPT's Jennifer Ortega is live right near the ice where that big night is underway. Hey, Jennifer.
In Madison, Jennifer Ortega, 16 WAPT News.
A great looking crowd. All right, Jennifer, thanks so much. More than 600 seniors in Jackson will have meals for the holiday. We'll show you why. Plus, the mayor of Clinton is speaking out tonight about the Department of Health's decision to suspend operations in his city.
The one to watch. This is 16 WAPT News at 6.
A pro fisherman gunned down days before a local tournament. Plus, what's in a chicken nugget? Ahead, a local doctor breaks down a study that might steal your appetite. And a sporting business opening its first Mississippi store.
This is a dream come true for me. I've been an Orvis customer since I was 7 years old.
We have an exclusive look inside Orvis.
All right, David, thanks. A pro fisherman in town for a tournament killed outside his motel room. 16 WAPT's Jennifer Ortega is live at the res where he would have competed this week. Jennifer. All right, Jennifer, thank you so much. The family of a murdered man shot 12 times in a street says the legal system is failing them. They claim police should have arrested someone by now. As 16 WAPT's Andrew Kinsey reports, that's now up to a grand jury.
They just shot him, they killed him. Then they kept on shooting him over and over and over. They didn't have to keep shooting him over and over.
Relatives say they believe the shooting stemmed from a dice game. Police declined to go on camera today because they say that case is now in the hands of the district attorney. Another family of a Jackson murder victim is tired of waiting for police to solve the case.
I want them to try harder, and I want justice to be served.
Do you think that's been done here?
No.
That's the wife of 52-year-old Robert McCoy, who was shot and killed on Thousand Oaks Drive in July of last year. Police had charged 17-year-old Tyshawn Robinson with his murder, but Robinson is out of jail, and the victim's family has received no explanation from investigators.
Because it seems like nothing is being accomplished.
JPD spokesperson Calendula Green says the department turned its investigation over to the district attorney to present to the grand jury. We called District Attorney Robert Smith for comment, and we are still waiting for an answer. Jackson police are investigating the murder of a convenience store owner. Police say 62-year-old Harfaran Dajaj died this morning at UMC. He was shot 2 times during an armed robbery attempt outside of A&P gas station on Medgar Evers Boulevard Sunday night. He was well known in the community, known as Mr. Sam. Customers say the longtime store owner will be missed.
I don't believe nobody here in the neighborhood did it.
The Indian convenience store operators say Mr. Sam owned that store for more than 30 years. He had a wife and 3 kids. If you can help police with this case, call Crime Stoppers at 601-355-TIPS. No bond for a 17-year-old charged with robbing a store clerk at gunpoint. Police say back on August 31st, DeMarcus Lewis and another teen ambushed the clerk outside Food Mart on Capitol Street while he was closing the store for the night. Detectives say the teens took $500 and the keys to the clerk's car. The judge said he considers the Jim Hill 11th grader to be a threat to the community. A man charged with a deadly apartment shooting will have to wait another week before he can see a judge. A preliminary hearing was set for Hameen Shahid today, but his attorney did not show up. Shahid is charged with murder. Police say he got into an argument with 21-year-old Trenton Trust at Pine Ridge Apartments last month. And at some point, investigators say Shahid pulled out a gun and killed Trust. Shahid claims he did not know Trust.
All my life, man.
Shahid's hearing has been rescheduled for next Monday. First on 16 WAPT, a new sports retailer is moving into Ridgeland, and developers say they have hooked a big one. As 16 WAPT's Scott Simmons reports, the new store is called Orvis, and it's the kind of retail bait the shopping center is looking to land.
These are all deer hair, moose hair, elk hair.
For making your own flies?
Mm-hmm.
Orvis says it donates 5% of its pre-tax profits to conservation efforts.
There's very little meat in this chicken nugget. It's mostly other stuff.
A stunning chicken nugget study. A UMMC researcher breaks it down, and you won't believe those results. Plus, a single car crash sends 5 people to the hospital. The latest on the investigation ahead.
So that's what we have right now.
And Aaron, I know you were able to speak with the spokesperson, Calendula Green. She was very brief, but what could she tell you during that quick briefing?
We asked her if an officer had been injured.
Hey, Aaron, give us an idea for people who may not be familiar with downtown Jackson, exactly where you are. And you said you were actually pushed back a little bit as soon as it started getting a little bit chaotic as well.
Sure. So this street here is Congress Street.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you don't want to start reporting information until you've got it confirmed. But what we obviously do know is that JPD headquarters on lockdown right now. You saw all of the yellow police tape, and they're keeping reporters very far back from that building. We have heard reports of people coming out. And Aaron, I think one of the things that viewers at home are noticing, the emotion from Chief Rebecca Coleman. You could tell that she was fighting back tears and really having a hard time even giving out that information. And even we heard Assistant Chief Lee Vance initially just saying it's a tragic situation that we are dealing with.
Certainly a tragic situation.
And a Jackson officer killed inside JPD headquarters. A murder suspect also shot inside JPD headquarters. We will see you back here in a couple of hours.